What's up, YouTube? Big Man Shenanigans back with another Destiny weekend kickoff. This is going to be our New Year's special since last week was our Christmas special. Didn't really do anything besides take away 300 coins, so hopefully it's not as severe this week. Hopefully they gave us some treats this week. But Zur is in the reef this week, so let's go ahead and jump over to him here, and we'll see if he brought any goodies for us for the new year. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. He has, starting out the, oh no, this is an exotic Ingram. So this is actually going to be a year 3 piece of armor. If you need helmets, this will get you to max level still. That's different because they also have the weapon over here. Normally they only do one or the other. So yeah, they have the regular armor pieces, the regular helmet Ingram this week. For the Titan, we have the Crest of Alpha Lupi. Full intellect, which is pretty nice actually. Generates an extra orb and revive and be revived faster. This is really, I have this on my Titan normally. I run intellect and discipline on it. But for the most part, this is a PvP chest piece. You can generate the extra orb, and it could be useful if you're doing a normal mode raid where you can be revived and revive people. And hard mode, when you can't revive, it's a little less useful. Titans aren't known to be orb create, like massive orb creators, so that extra orb's kind of, it's kind of hit or miss, I think. That's mostly for the revive and be revived faster. So I definitely say it's mostly a PvP. That's a really good chest piece if you don't have it already. I definitely want to pick that one up this week. Moving on to the Hunter, we have the Don't Touch Me gauntlets. Taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. These were all of the rage back when, if you were a Hunter doing Crota, you could soul the very beginning of running through the darkness with the lamps. Put these guys on using crouch invisibility, your Blade Dancer invisibility, and this invisibility, along with your Blink Strike invisibility. You were invis like 95% of the time. So now they're not as, that was really what I always use those when I was running, when I try to solo at the beginning. Now they're not terrible. It has strength. I'd probably re-roll it. I don't use strength on anything hardly. Mostly I use discipline and intellect as much as possible. But oh, it actually has the increased melee attack speed too. That's situational. I wouldn't say that one's too important this week for the Hunter. For the Warlock, we have the Apotheosis Veil. Immediate health, melee, grenade regeneration upon activating your super. So as soon as you use, I guess this isn't really for self-res as much as it would be for if you use Radiance while alive, or I guess you pop this on top of a Stormcaller would be pretty useful. As soon as you pop your super, your health goes back up, your melees go up, your grenades go up. That wouldn't be bad. Same thing with the Voidwalker. Sorry, I'm forgetting my subclasses today. It wouldn't be too bad. It's got intellect and discipline on, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good pickup for the Warlock this week. So we also have for our weapon the Suros Regime. I absolutely love this. This is probably one of my favorite auto rifles in the game right now. After they nerfed the Doctrine, this was kind of back toward the forefront. It does take the exotic slot. But really, when you're doing PvP, which is what I normally would use Suros for, I really only run my primary as my exotic anyway. So if I'm going to run it, I'm going to run either the Might Multi-Tool, which is what I almost always run, or Suros if I want to use an auto rifle, or maybe Last Word if I want to use a hand cannon for some reason. So that's a really good pickup this week. So really, this is some pretty good loot. And we looked on here, we do not have 3 coins back yet. So we'll see if they ever bring them back. What a twist if they don't bring back 3 coins. You can only get them from Nightfalls and things. That'd be interesting. So we have the Plasma Drive, the Stealth Drive. We have the 1 strange coin for 3 cent and the 3 coins for 10 cent, again like last week. And we have the Glass Needles and Material Exchange, never changed. So I guess if you need exotic shards, you can do it that way. I'd like my 3 coins back. I only stock up about 150 left still. I normally get about 200 each every 2 or 3 weeks. So let's hope they bring them back eventually, because I would really like to get some more exotics going here. But let's go ahead and run over here. We'll go talk to the Cryptarch. And we are at the reef, so I will not be able to get a package even if I do get the level up, which is kind of sad. Kind of had a tradition going with that one for a while here. But we got 10 Ingrams. We have, I think, 4 helmets, couple heavies, and then one of the other 2. So let's go ahead and jump right into it with the chest piece. We got the Lucky Pika hat on today. And I'm assuming everyone's noticed at this point, I was going to talk about this originally and completely forgot. We got the webcam. This was a gift from my parents for Christmas, along with, I'll show these guys off, they're kind of cool. Use on the camera here. 3D printed little Pokemon figures. This is a Gengar and little Squirtle here. They're pretty cool. My dad was making these ones, and they're actually really awesome. I have another 5 or 6 over here. They don't show it very well on the webcam. I already tested it. But we have a Charmander, Bulbasaur, Totodile, Chikorita, and a Pikachu. They're really awesome. I'm going to take a couple of them to work today, probably put on my desk. But yes, we're playing with a couple of the new features here. Like I said, the webcam is a new addition, so I'm trying to learn to not look at my screen, look at the mic, all of that. So a little bit different for me today. But let's go ahead and get into the Ingram opening here, starting with the chest piece. Tarantella, not a bad hunter chest piece. I don't use Arc Blade enough to really care, I guess. But it's not terrible if you do use Arc Blade. Crystal Apple Leaf for the Titan, which we just talked about. The Glass House, another ATS-8 helmet this time. So we have the full hunter set going here. Obsidian Mine Great Warlock helmet. And the Empyrean Bellicose. I always butcher saying that one. That is a Titan, I believe. Yes, that's the one that holds you in midair when if you jump and you aim, you'll float in midair for a short time. Interesting. Nothing terribly great for the Titan besides that chest piece. Super good advice, Thunderlord. So I think it's one more of these. What's the chances we get a Dragon's Breath on this? Oh, truth. Okay, so we broke the streak. We did get a super good advice that we got in the last couple of weeks, but no Dragon's Breath this week. And the Trespasser. And just so you guys see, we did keep the tradition up. I did level up. We just cannot get the package from the guy at the Reef. I think it's kind of weird. I don't know why he had to go see Master Raoul to get the Cryptarch package. It is what it is. But that's it for the week, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll kind of recap what we got this week. Nothing too crazy through here. Glass House isn't too bad. Hunter Helmet, again, I don't like the golden gun zoomed in. That throws me off. Especially in PvP, you don't want the massive zoom in like that. Maybe PvE it's a little bit better if you're trying to shoot a boss or something, but not the best in my opinion. Obsidian Mind, great if you're using the Void Walker. Don't really use the Empyrean at all. Crestval Loopy, perfect. Actually, I think that's worse than the one he was selling. I'd have to check that. But full intellect, same kind of stuff as usual. Like I said, I love mine. I have mine nicely rolled already for what I use. Going over to our heavies, we got a Truth, super good advice, Thunderlord. I actually got the Void one and the Fire version of the Thunderlord from last week. So I think we have every exotic weapon in the game again. I got the Icebreaker this week. I was so excited. My second Nightfall of the week I got one. So the grind is over for that one. And we got the Trespasser. I hate this thing. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I hate using sidearms. I would not waste an exotic slot on it. Some people love it. Some people do really well with it. I hate it. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great New Year's. I already said you hope you have a good Christmas since that just passed. And other than that, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.